struggling, and I've got Kenneth on the phone, and you're a teacher. First of all, are you shining or struggling? What do you think?
I would like to think I'm shining, but quite honestly, I'm struggling. It's difficult.
Are you doing? Are you strictly at home now?
Yes, we are. We are strictly at home. We have been for just as long as all the other schools in the Northwest Missouri region.
Okay, so how is your schedule different than now?
Well, one of the things that makes it difficult is that I have 4 small children at home, and obviously I'm trying to teach them as well as meet the needs of my students. And then a lot of my students have had to pick up extra hours at work to meet the needs of their families, and so that makes it difficult to help them.
I understand. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you think the bigger challenge for you though is having your kids at home at the same time?
Not necessarily the bigger challenge, but the whole shift makes it very difficult for the students. You know, we have kind of an open grading policy in my classroom where the students make corrections on things, and as long as they demonstrate understanding, to me it doesn't matter exactly when it happens. And it's very difficult to follow up on that learning when a student is just turning in an assignment or attending an online meeting because they make a quick correction and resubmit it, and then you have to regrade it and then give it back to them. And the feedback is very difficult to achieve.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet that's much more limited. All right, we're going to cut away for just a second, and we'll be back with a little more talking with some teachers about distance learning in just a bit.
From Lake Avenue.
To make it a little easier, what would that be?
So the first tip that I would kind of offer is that it's important to stay in contact with each other, so with your support group. We are blessed at the school I'm at to have a very tight-knit family within our teaching staff. And we've been meeting once a week via Zoom. We talk to each other via text chat and our email quite frequently. And that's been a blessing to have that support from them. And then, so for you students and parents out there, I would encourage you to focus on that support group as well. Reach out to your classmates, reach out to the other parents who have students in your grade and talk with them, maybe vent a little bit, but just focus on the positives as well. And for the teachers out there, make sure you're focusing on the essential stuff. What do your students need to know for next year? What do they need to know for the real world? For me as a science teacher, it's focusing on problem solving and scientific inquiry. It's actually kind of been a blessing that DESE has waived some of the testing requirements because it makes it a little bit less stressful. We don't have to worry about the EOCs now.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Now, of course, we all got the bad news yesterday that it's going to be distance learning for the rest of the school year. They're not letting anybody back in school. Is there anything you want to tell your kids?
Yeah. First off, we miss you. I mean, all of the students miss all of the teachers miss all of the students, and everything is different for everybody, and I appreciate the effort that everybody's putting into it, and if they need anything, just send me an email, send any of the teachers an email, and we're here for you guys. And the same thing is true for the parents too. If you have questions, if you're feeling frustrated, reach out to a teacher and talk to them. You have that contact. So this is new territory for everybody, and we all deserve just a little bit of grace. And if you have some appreciation for your students or for teachers or for administrators, reach out and let them know that you appreciate what they're doing.
All right. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for giving me a call.
And Kenneth wants to remind his students, go and do your days.
Country girls, yeah, gon' do your dance. Cowboys, yeah, gon' do your dance. City slicker, yeah, gon' do your dance. Everybody in the party, do your dance. Put your left foot in, pull it out, won't you? Stick your right foot in, pull it out, won't you? Ride the horse, ride the horse, ride the horse now. Ride the horse, ride the horse, ride the horse now.
All right, now we're going to talk. We'll get the other side of the coin. We'll talk to to a young lady, a student, and how she's dealing with distance learning. Coming up next.